those characters like
Yeah.
Wukong, like
Yeah.
Tesla with the end of turn. Yeah, so it always
Yeah.
happens, but I
Yeah.
hope I
Yeah.
will not forget. So I'll go 1 to 3, 1 to 3. I'm maneuvering, by the way. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'll go 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3.
Okay,
Then I'll maneuver again,
everyone, we
and
can
I'll go
see
right here. All right.
this
So
game getting
we have
started here.
Mr. Ping Ponger
We've
with his
got
turn.
Evilsprayer versus Sveni. Evilsprayer from Voyage to the team that was a whale. Um, and then Sveni from the WWW team, which is the worldwide winners. So we're going to watch this here. We're getting Sveni has just started on his first turn there. He did lay a trap. He is playing Engine. And now we are on to Tomoe's first action here. Seems to be moving up to that worker, but also going on the token there. And that token, I'm going to try to see which tokens these are here. This is the first aid kit.
For the attack, but yeah.
That one is the map, and this one is
First
the
action. Yeah,
payphone.
before that, I'll place a trap
That's the
because
plus
I
two,
can't
the
not
plus
forget
one,
about
and a
that
plus
token.
two
Please.
token here on
Alright,
Hell's
so I'll
Kitchen.
maneuver.
Back to
Then
Savini's
I'll
turn, who is
maneuver.
drawing and just kind of
And
maneuvering
then
around and positioning
I'll
here.
tackle without the +2.
We have the worker attacking Tomoe without the token. Of course, sidekicks being one of the things that do give Tomoe a little bit of trouble. She likes to have a worthy opponent, and she does not consider these engine workers to be worthy opponents. So we've got Evils is kind of
Did you say rendering shot like
thinking about what he may think this is
that's
here.
cool. Sounds cool.
Yeah.
He has jokingly in thinking about the cards that this could be suggested. It could be rendering shot, which is his nickname for rending shot. So he's still taking his time here on this. Let's see.
So you only take one, and then I can move you up to 3 spaces. I'll move you right
Yes,
here.
we
All
had.
right, so
It
take
was
one.
the rendering shot up against Deeds of Valor.
Where to place the traps? Let me place them right there.
So that ended up.
Oh yeah, I'll know. I'll place one on top of my deck just to not forget about placing them the start of my turn.
So Svinny has taken to putting one of the traps on top of his deck to remind himself to be able to drop traps at the start of the turn. Those optional start of turn options are always things that people forget about. I've seen some like in Large Medusa and Dracula's cards to remind themselves of that. I may have to do that in my Dracula match later this week. I've got a game going on later on myself. I don't know if I will be streaming mine or not. And once again, just a little bit of thought going here. These are two, well, Inshin tends to be a character that brings on a lot of thinking in more contemplative terms, shall we say, which kind of forces Tomoe to have to go into that same play style, although that is something that she can do well there. Let's get moving up right adjacent to this worker here. The worker who is still sitting on that +2. He was starting to attack, but then he pulled the card back, so he's kind of waffling on it, and has instead maneuvered to a different position there and decided not to do the attack. Just kind of the early stage stuff here. Sometimes, particularly when you start getting a lot of cards in hand, you kind of start to feel like you have to do something, even though you may not necessarily be exactly where you want. Tomoe doesn't have to be adjacent for a lot of her
Boost with
attacks.
this.
He is going to boost
One,
his
two, three,
maneuver,
four.
boosting with refuse to retreat to get to
And
2,
then
has moved
I'm
to
gonna
that
attack
position.
Muldoon
And he is going
with
after the
this
main
guy.
guy,
If you go
Mr. Muldoon himself here.
Muldoon, Muldoon. I see. That's an interesting play. So you're not attacking the workers.
And
You're
Svinny
attacking
seems to
the
be kind of thinking about
second.
what going after Muldoon means here.
Reach me without attacking them at all. I mean, it might be so. But this map is quite tricky. So you're attacking Muldoon, so it could be anything. It's not. Yeah, now with the boost, it could be even the piercing shot. It could be even the piercing shot just to bait me. It could
Mm-hmm.
also be the Warrior's Way, which is the most probable thing. I believe it's the Warrior's Way, probably. I mean, it could be your 4, but you usually want to use your 4s on the workers. It could also be your 3, but the 3 is very vulnerable to my leapaways, so I'm not sure. But you're attacking Muldoon. Um, I'm not sure how to react to this actually.
Yeah. And of course,
Um,
Muldoon is also sitting on that
I'm
+2
not sure
there.
how to react to this actually. Uh,
So he's trying to figure out.
I'm not sure
Spinny
how to react to this.
giving
I
us a
mean, it's
little bit
probably
of
not
a
the 4,
stream of
right?
conscious
Probably
report on
not the
his
4.
thinking
So,
here.
I believe I'll faint it.
He's going to throw the
Mm-hmm.
feint
Yeah, cool,
into
cool, cool. And it's my turn, right? All right. So first action.
Flash of Steel,
Before the first action, I'll place a trap right here. I believe, right? Yeah, I think
placing
so.
another trap there.
First action. This worker. I know you're too adjacent to me. I'd say too adjacent. But still, this worker will attack you with the +2.
Okay,
First action.
so we have the worker attacking Tomoe with the +2 token. And Evil going over his options here.
Yeah, cool, cool, cool. It's fainted. And I believe the worker dies, right?
Yep, that
Yeah.
is correct.
Oh no, you don't faint it actually. You take 2. You still take 2 because it's not. It doesn't faint
Right,
the workers
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
inside, so you
That's
still
yeah.
take 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, the worker dies, and that
so
was my
Tomoe
first
has taken
action.
some damage there, but the
Second
worker
action.
did die to deal that
I
damage.
believe I'll simply return a feint from the discard pile just for you
Right.
to make sure that you don't
So
use
he
this feint,
has played
and then
the
it's your turn.
token up here
Mm-hmm.
to the payphone to return the feint, which he's decided would be a good card for him to have again.
Okay.
And shuffling his cards up here after putting the feint back into his hand as we go into Tomoa's turn. Yeah, that is true. He did not pull call for backup um, with the payphone. So he's not going to have a ridiculously stupid amount of uh, engine workers, only a stupid amount. Tomoe kind of retreating back over to that corner that she had
And
kind of been
maneuver again.
hiding into
Uh-huh.
and just drawing up
This one.
and standing
Yeah,
on
quite a good
that token
position,
there,
of
which
course. Right, yeah,
which I
yeah, I
believe
see that.
was
Yeah,
the
all
first
right.
was the first aid
First, I'll
kit.
place a trap right here. Is it mentioned? Yeah, it's in the brownish zone. Yeah, reddish brownish.
Tomoe is
Yeah,
at a
white
point now
zone.
I
So
can
yeah,
see
it's
her
in my
doing
zone. So first action.
the
First action.
pay or not the payphone
First
the
action.
med kit there.
I believe I'll simply maneuver.
Muldoon
And
is
I'll go right
maneuvering on
here.
his first
Still.
one.
Um,
Probably gonna do something
and
there
second
since he's
action, this worker will attack you with this one, right? Yeah, I think so.
okay. So the worker is going to attack Tomoe. Not sure what this could be. Could be something like a rending shot to get her off of the first aid kit, which she would just move back to. Um, so I don't know that that would accomplish a whole lot. Could just be a rending shot anyway. And he will Evil's just taking his time here again to make sure that he is doing what he wants here. So we've already seen pretty early into this game a couple of tokens already being used. The +2 and the payphone. Although Hill's Kitchen does have 2 +2s, which
Not too many good defenses into workers, right?
Muldoon has been camping on.
Right. Just trying to.
Yeah, and this is, as Svenny just pointed out there, defenses into workers are a problem for Tomoe. She's designed to have sidekicks be a weakness of hers.
Yeah, it's just a regroup. Simply a regroup.
So skirmish into a
That you can move
regroup.
either was, and then I draw one card.
Tomoe is pushing the worker out of that zone. She is healing, which was expected since she was camping the first aid kit. Is maneuvering now, and we'll see where Tomoe goes after this thing. Where Tomoe goes, that's a joke, people. Okay, gonna do that once.
And then I will maneuver.
And now she... yes, and the first aid kit did have a draw on it, so that's what the first draw was. I had missed that.
Yeah, I'll go up.
So she actually ended up drawing 2 out of that, which puts her at a full. Both of them sitting at full hand counts of 7 now. No, I have not seen a Kiso yet. I've been trying to track all of them.
And it's all you, man.
Yeah. Right, of course. Alright, so it's my turn then, right?
Or this is what we can see what Tomoe has used there.
Right here.
Placing a trap again.
Then.
Tomoe has not popped a trap yet.
First,
they've been set out there, but she stayed off of them to this point.
And I might go here with the worker, but I'm not sure if that's a correct play. I don't think I have to. By the way, I'll reach this place with engine so that you're not adjacent if you go. I mean, you cannot.
Yeah, so he's moving down there.
Maybe possible soon.
That is the target.
And then
any
my last
space
action,
token.
This worker will attack you with this one.
Yeah, your worker's gonna attack me.
We have
with
the worker up there. Didn't I catch which worker that was? I think both of those are in Tomoe's zone.
Oh yeah, sure. So
have a worthy
I can move each of
opponent.
my workers up to 2 spaces. What do I do with
the
it?
Tactical advance.
I mean, this one is located in a quite good.
Yeah, he has
spot,
been.
I don't want to make
I think he has placed a trap like
action, I believe.
every turn. He's placed one down.
This one will go right here.
So if
I believe, and then it's your turn.
Oh, so it looks like we have Darkblade on his stream coming in here and rating us.
See the card right now.
Oh, whoops.
Welcoming you guys.
No, that's just.
That's
I didn't see it. I didn't see it actually. I don't know what is that card.
I will maneuver.
Okay.
Now I'll pop this trap.
Okay, that's going to be the first trap that has been popped.
And then
let's see. It's going to stay there. Pop a trap. Not sure what he would do. Could see him pop 2 this turn, which would be an interesting tactic, especially with the number of cards that Engine has.
then I'm gonna attack. this worker
Mm-hmm.
with this.
Okay, it's going to be
Alright, so
attacking.
once again, it's not the piercing because you don't want to discard. It's not the warrior's way because you don't want to spend them with
Yeah,
my workers.
yeah.
So
This
it's either a
this would
three
be an
that
awesome spot for a
kills
Slayer
both of my
Strength. Slayer
workers if I
Strength
don't
would
defend,
always be awesome.
or it might be a 4 or 5 against
I
thousands.
think Slayer Strength is
Both of
one of
them
the
are
strongest
pretty
cards in the game.
pretty probable,
It's just rest
and
of
I'm
her
not sure
deck is
what I
kind of
want to
weak.
defend with. If I want to
Yes,
defend with at all.
Engine, we do know Engine
I
does
mean,
have the
the
feint because he
most,
payphoned the feint back,
the
and we haven't
most
seen him play that again, so he does still have the
safe
feint.
way to defend it is with the workers 3 with the +1. But do I want to spend the +1 not on attack? I'm not sure. Not sure actually. I'm not sure. I mean, it could be a 4, but yeah, I don't want to spend the item, which is the problem. What else can it be? I mean, I feel like it's a 3. I feel like it's a 3, but it could be a 4. And if it's a 4, I will feel very bad if I do something smaller than a 4. Then I spend a card and don't reach anything. I mean, I'm not sure what I should do there, but I believe I'll do just this one.
Okay.
Oh, it's a warrior's way. I see. That's a very interesting thing. So you'll move this worker up to 3 spaces then, but you don't place yourself adjacent to me. Alright, then I'll place you right here, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And I'll pop the trap, and it gets deleted, and I draw 1.
okay.
And then you can move my worker up to 3 spaces
So
if you want to.
these are the ones that I've
Yeah, yeah,
popped, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
right, right, yeah.
Let's delete those. Just
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can just delete them, yeah, right.
So let's
Alright, so
see.
seeing a lot of fighters being moved around here. Tomoe getting moved around, the worker getting moved around. Of course, since this wasn't a hero, um, Tomoe doesn't go adjacent to them again. That did end up popping another trap. So that's 2 of the traps that have been popped, which has forced Engine to draw another card. Gonna almost
Okay,
certainly see
alright,
him
alright.
do something on his
So
turn
then
there,
I believe
sitting at
I'm
8
not placing
cards.
any traps right now. First action, this worker will attack you with this
Okay,
one.
so he has
Mm-hmm.
not placed a
Let's see what
trap
he
this
has to
turn,
do.
which is the first time he has
Alright, so you
done that
don't
there.
cancel it. You don't cancel it, so I can boost it.
Mm-hmm.
I can boost it right now.
So it's
What
a
do I
second
boost with?
shot.
That's a question. I believe I'll still boost with this one. It's just a 2, but it's not the best card for me, so you just take 2, simply.
And then I'll
And
kill this
no, no,
worker.
no, it's the opposing fighter. It's the opposing fighter,
You're
so
right,
it's
right,
not,
right, right.
yeah,
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 you don't
yeah,
kill. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
why I attacked with another one, of course. Yeah.
Makes
I
sense.
mean, not the only reason, but yeah. Also, your 3, your defensive 3 refused to retreat. Alright. And then I have my second action,
Sure.
and I believe I'll maneuver.
just
I'll
gonna
go
maneuver
here.
here now. That was a good time for him to boost, sitting there
No,
with
you
8
cannot go
cards in
for this
hand.
trap, right? You can pop it and then go right here, but is it that good for you? I don't think so. So yeah, I'll maneuver and
It's Vinny trying to think
I think I can stay with
which
this
way
worker.
Tomoe would
He's
be
on
going
quite
in on this
difficult.
next turn.
I mean, yeah, I'll stay. Yeah, your turn.
Decides that likes Muldoon where it's
I'll
at,
attack this worker.
and
Attack this
Tomoe is
worker.
opting to
Not
attack the
piercing
worker
shot,
that's
right?
sitting
It
there on
should
the
be the
plus
piercing
1.
shot. Um, I believe I'll defend with the +1.
Okay, this is going to be the
Mm-hmm.
feint
Yeah,
against the
so it's a
piercing
piercing
shot.
shot. Yeah, right.
So it did keep the worker stayed alive on that since he defended. It did get rid of the plus 1 token, um, which is leaving just 2 of the tokens there, the plus 2 and the map, which lets whoever's on it target any space. Muldoon has been camping that. We haven't seen him use it yet.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have used
I'll
my
attack.
trap.
I'll attack this worker again.
Okay, worker is
This
being
worker
attacked
again.
again by Tomoe.
This worker again. I mean, do I defend it?
Trying to decide if he wants
I
to
believe
defend
we'll
this
take it, yeah.
worker. This time he's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
going to
yeah.
let him go.
Trust.
It's
piercing shot on
Another
top.
piercing shot.
It's a very good thing here to attack with. Yeah.
So just drawing some cards up
And
again.
then it's my turn, I believe, right?
Was a little
Correct.
unfortunate for Tomoe to have to
First action, I
throw
maneuver.
multiple attacks into that
I'll
worker,
still
but
not
that was a
have
defense.
uh,
He has moved the
maybe
worker up into
displace,
that
which is the worst
same
case. It's just
critical spot there to block off access
here.
to Muldoon.
Let me leave
Muldoon
my
himself moving,
sacrifice.
oh well,
Do I want
was
to?
thinking about moving Muldoon to
And
the
I feel like
+2 token.
I'm still
He's
fine with that.
leaving him,
I'll attack
or
you with
now,
Muldoon in my
okay,
second action.
Muldoon now on the +2, not using the
Yeah,
+2
so it's
here.
just a three. Just a three, so you draw one card and nothing
So this
happens.
is a 3.
And then it's your turn.
So far, it's mainly been
I will.
Tomoe having to deal with the workers. She really hasn't gone into Muldoon himself yet. She's been largely kind of cut off from him by workers and traps, which is typical thing that Muldoon will like to do.
Maneuver.
Yeah, quite an interesting thing. I thought you would attack my Muldoon, but yeah.
Yeah, seems
And
like
then I
Savini
will
was
attack.
anticipating the attack. The attack is coming, but it's
Muldoon.
just coming second action. So it's
Yes.
interesting that he maneuvered first. He didn't need to
Could
maneuver to get into position.
be a worse way, but you might not have one. So what can it be then? I mean, it could be a worse opponent, though. Do you want to spend them on attack? I hope you don't have the third piercing, of course. It could be something big, right? It could be something big. Yeah, I'll defend with this one.
Okay, leap away,
Alright,
Yeah,
sounds
so I
good.
take one. I take one. Yeah.
which is gonna deal some damage
And then it's my turn, right?
until
Yeah, and you're not
Muldoon.
moving either one of us.
Yeah, yeah, I cannot. I
Uh,
cannot because yeah, you won the
oh,
combat.
it's when the combat. Yeah,
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 you won the combat, so
Okay,
yeah, yeah, right, yeah.
so
So first I'll place a trap right here.
okay, placing a
yeah.
trap again. Just
Then first
now,
action.
if Tomoe is going to move,
Um,
she's gonna have to hit a trap now.
I believe I'll return two of my defeated workers.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
here's the first
Uh,
call for
One
backup.
of them will go here, and another one will go right here, I believe. Am I fine with this? Am I fine with this? I mean, I probably am. I probably am, although I'm not completely sure.
Yes.
The items, yeah, I do
Yeah,
want to
this
take, but
would
I'm
be a
going to
good
put it
time for the
here.
Prospero move there.
Yeah, this was, and I drew
Don't
one,
have her
and the second shot
completely
that I choose
surrounded
is
by
that
them,
you
but
draw
two
two
of them
cards.
around her is a pretty
Right, good effect.
good move there. He's
And
looks like
then
he's drawing the
second
cards
action,
off of the call for
I
backup.
believe, um, I believe this worker, this worker will
Yeah.
attack you with, will
Okay, we
attack
have
you,
looks
will
like we
attack you
have
with
a
something.
worker is going to be the worker
I mean, I mean.
worker there to the
Um,
right of Tomoa
yeah, this worker
is
will attack
going
you
to be
with
attacking her.
this one.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you only take one
So
damage.
it's a rending shot.
And then I can move you up to
Takes
3 spaces.
one
I believe I'll
damage.
simply move you to the trap, so you
Mm-hmm.
take
Yeah.
one more. So yeah,
So
this one
moved her
gets
onto the
deleted.
trap with the rending shot.
And yeah, you're here, and I draw one card. And it was my second action, so then you can go.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the end of that turn there.
Let's see. Um.
And of course, Muldoon's still sitting on that +2. He has not put that into work yet. It's just been kind of leaving it there and been camping on it.
I'll maneuver.
Uh huh, sure.
Maneuvering the first time there.
Uh.
And not sure what his next move will be here. He kind of watched a cursor there and see him kind of looking at some of his cards and thinking about things. And I'm sure Svenny over there straightening his up is also him just kind of taking a moment and looking at it. Tomoe seems like she's backing off. He's going to be going back up into that dark gray zone up there.
I will maneuver.
Maneuvering a second time.
Your turn.
And just
Place.
staying on that spot
Yeah,
there.
yeah, all right. So first,
Now, it does have
I
workers
believe I'll
there.
place a trap
Okay.
right here.
He is placing a trap again.
First action, I'll pop a trap, so
Mhm.
this one gets
Yep,
deleted.
he has
And
popped a
you
track
take one
with
damage and
the
you draw one card.
remote
Mm.
detonation, which
And
deal a
second
damage and
action,
draw.
I believe I will maneuver.
The decks here we're
I
looking
believe I
at.
will maneuver. Mm, right.
Looks like that's going to be that 11 into 11
Yeah,
there.
second action, I believe I will
11
maneuver.
into 10
And I'll
cards
go
there on the
1, 2,
decks.
3. Right? I mean 1, 2, 3.
Mhm.
Um, um, this one can go. I mean, he's probably fine staying here, right? I mean, he could go here actually. Actually, I'm not sure. Mm, yeah, he's probably
Yeah,
fine
playing
right here.
remote the way it's
And
supposed to
it's
be
right here.
done. Um, not certain how many healings Tomoe has off the top of my head. Unfortunately, I have all my devices tied up in the stream, so I can't
I'll
look
play
up
Lord
her deck.
Kisos.
All right, we have our first
Over
Lord
here.
Kisos.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Looks like there are 3 Kisos
And
there,
then
so she
I'll
does
attack
have
Muldoon
6
with this.
healing there.
I'll attack Muldoon with this. A lot of effects for heroes. I'm not sure what I want to do here.
Yeah,
I
well, it's an
believe I
interesting
used the
spot to
+2
get
and
to
defend with the
on the
regroup.
positioning there.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Quite a cool thing here, but yeah, yeah, yeah. So I draw 2 cards and then you choose
Okay,
one
we
to
have the
pull me.
regroup drawing
Yeah.
2 cards because of the token. And the warrior's away there.
Alright, so I'm in green and blue.
He's
So
thinking
we
about
go
the
1, you take
positions
damage.
he's at.
Yeah.
2, 3,
I
take
take 2. Yeah,
damage.
yeah.
And then I will go here,
Mm-hmm.
and it is your turn.
Okay,
Alright
so
then.
we're seeing definitely a more aggressive movement here from
First
Tomoe going
action,
over there to that
I
left side of
will
the board
defend
that
this.
Muldoon has been kind of camping in the whole time and going in there and actually getting up in his face now, which haven't really seen her do.
Are you fine if I place the trap before that, or are you not fine? If I place the trap here, if you're not fine, yeah, that's alright.
No, it's okay, man.
Okay,
Okay,
It's all just we're just playing a game. I'm cool.
okay, so they did place a
Let's
trap.
see.
That is, I believe that is
So
Muldoon's
what should
last
we do?
trap has been played. So it's just
Leading
these 4
shot
that are on the
could
board
be
now.
shooter. That's usually what it is, but I mean, I feel like in this instance, you're probably going to try to deal. You're going to try to double attack me. If I was guessing, rending shot, you could push me into the trap. I will defend with this.
Yeah, so you take one, and fortunately for me, you don't move either of us.
Yeah, yeah.
And then second action, I believe Muldoon will attack you with this one.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Being
yeah, yeah,
attacked.
yeah.
So being attacked here twice as Tomoe.
So you have it. I hoped you wouldn't have two big defenses at the same time, but yeah, you
Yeah.
don't take any damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really hoped
And
so, but yeah.
Tomoe
So it's your turn now.
Tomoe having good defenses for both of those. So didn't put a lot of damage into her with those double attacks, but did take out some of her good defenses.
And I'll pop this
Okay,
trap.
we have
Alright, so
Tomoa
you
popping
activate it
another trap.
and draw one card.
That was for the first action.
And then I will maneuver again. Or,
So debating if he wants to maneuver or if he's going to do something else.
yeah, I'll
Oh,
maneuver
yeah, I'd
again.
expect a maneuver. That'd put him at a pretty low hand count if he were to attack there. Just moving back to there. Looks like Tomoe was
There.
just popping the trap
Your turn.
just to get it out of the way.
Alright.
We are
Just
seeing Muldoon
let's see
down to
what can I
7
play this
cards
card
in
from deck.
deck
It's fine
to
to play with the refuse to retreat. I'm fine with
down
that.
to Tomoa's. I believe
I'm
that is
fine with that.
9
I mean, I
cards.
believe I
Yes.
am, but it depends. I believe I am, but it
Oh,
depends.
I am not
First
doing
action,
well on
I believe Muldoon will attack you with
maneuvering
this one.
this. All right, Muldoon attacking again. It's possible she gets double
Yeah, so you
attacked
take one.
again here.
And then I move you one, two, three, I believe, right? Yeah. And second action, I believe Muldoon will attack you with this one.
Yeah, so this is 2 consecutive double attacks from Muldoon into
Oh,
Tomoe.
yeah, you have it. So you have it. So you take two because you're adjacent to the trap. So you take two,
Yep.
and then you draw one card, and after that you look at my hand.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to look at his hand here. So we have
I mean,
I've
it's a
hunted,
good hand.
remote
With all
detonation,
the
regroup,
defenses, the regroup
another I've
plays is a
hunted, and a
retreat.
leap away.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of
Yeah,
the
that's
leap away.
some very good.
Yeah, all right.
Getting rid of the
If
leap
you're
away.
sure in that, yeah.
Liking
Yeah,
to get
yeah,
rid
leap
of that.
aways for sure.
Yeah. It's the
Probably,
best defense into everything, I believe. Maybe except seven, but I mean not into everything big, into everything big. Into the fours, the leapaways are better than my defensive fours.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So yeah, because they can move you, so it's really an
yeah,
important thing. Yeah, I
yeah.
believe
They can.
usually they're better than these fours. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The leap away also
All right, I'll
being a card that
maneuver.
the workers could play. Not that Muldoon wants to be using his defenses on workers, but
And I'll play 7.
and he's playing to 7.
Uh,
He knows he's
okay. So
got
the
4
worst thing for me before,
defenses,
I don't have to
so he
think about
just
anything
knows
here.
that that is just
So I
putting
take
3
three, right?
damage into
Mm-hmm.
Muldoon.
I
It's a
took
good
three,
time
and now
to
I can move
go ahead and
five
drop a
fighters up to
witness.
5 spaces. So I believe this worker will go one, two, three.
Mm-hmm.
Here, Malton doesn't want to leave your zone, and that's unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, I can move through you, so I'll move here, move here,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe this one will go right here, just in case, just in case.
Right.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's fine for me. And you never reach me with the second seven, I hope, at least. And then is it my turn?
Yes, sir.
So first action, I'll remote detonation this trap, and you'll take
Mm-hmm.
one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll draw one card.
Okay, Tomoa taking another damage there.
And then.
Tomoa needs to find another
Uh,
Kiso
okay.
here pretty quickly.
Then. Uh, yeah. So You have a skirmish, a refuse to retreat, and what else? Actually, do not have any other defenses. Wow, that's cool. A skirmish and a refuse to retreat. Wow, that's quite good for me. So then second action. Oh yeah, I believe the 7 goes to the discard pile. Then I believe second action, this worker that is quite far from you will attack you with this one.
Hmm. All right. So you knew I had.
I have actually one of everything. I have one random, one second, one four, one regroup, so I have everything. I have
Yeah,
a lot of.
but you drew one card. I know you have the regroup.
Yeah, right. So it's a mind game, of course. Yeah, I have the regroup.
I like that these guys
And
explain
it's
their
just a
thought
regroup, yeah.
process.
And you're not adjacent to this worker, so I draw one card, and
Hmm.
then it's your turn, I believe.
Hmm.
Only one defense left.
Tomoe at a spot that she really can't risk taking even the hit from the regroup there, just being at the 2 health.
I'll maneuver.
Yeah, sure.
And then I'll work Kisos.
Okay,
Oh,
and
you're running away from me
there's
once
the
again.
second
Once again,
Kiso and
why are
running
you running
away.
away? Don't run away from me, please. I want to attack you
The
a lot.
the aggressive run there into
So
Muldoon
it's my
did,
turn,
I mean,
right?
it did finally start to take
So
Muldoon's health
I
down a
believe
little bit, but we
first
can
action
look
I'll
at
maneuver.
Tomoe and see, where she is sitting at on health
I
now.
will maneuver.
At least he was able to find that second key, so he
Yeah,
does have a third
yeah.
one in there.
I mean, do I
Um,
set up something? Do I set up something? Uh,
and
I
Svenny here
mean,
thinking about what he wants to do.
you only have the skirmish left. Uh, I believe I'll boost with this one.
He's
So
going
I'll
to be
go right here.
boosting to get a
Hmm.
Then I'll go
worker.
right here, and then I'll go right here. I mean, you can still reach me, right? But
He's debating where he
I'm
wants to
fine if
boost
you're
all of his
reaching me.
workers to.
I'm fine if you're
Um,
reaching me. I mean,
six
I can do it.
boosting to move 6 spaces can run you
I'm
most anywhere
fine
on
if you're
most any
reaching
board.
me. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but you can go 1 to 3, then 1 to 3. So with this one, then maneuver, and then if you reach me, you have no cards left. Yeah, I believe I'm fine with that. And second action, this worker will attack you with this one.
Okay,
Hmm.
so we're seeing another attack here. Okay, and we have Svenny taking a slight break here in an absence. Something that he needs to go deal with. So it gives us some time to think about what this card is. And he's just taking this one. Into the second shot, and that ended the game.
Actually, yeah, we can discuss the matchup. I don't know if the streamer hears us, but I'd like to explain just a few things that I made. I'm not an experienced engine player. I played him so awfully at the start, and when we started practicing this matchup, I was so bad at this, and we practiced it a lot with my teammate. And I
Hmm.
played it, and I couldn't understand what I should do with him. He's a very strategic fighter. He has a lot of stuff, and you have to plan every step with him, with his movement, with his position, and a lot of stuff. And it's really difficult to play him, in my opinion. He's one of like top five the strongest characters. Not strongest, the most difficult ones, of course. Yeah, and then one time he saw it and he said, let's switch the roles, and I played Tomoe and he just crushed his engine, and I saw how engine should play it, and it was
Yeah.
quite good, and it was really it was really a pleasure to see that, because yeah, it's very
Yeah.
different. And after I practiced this matchup, I believe 10 times or so, maybe 15 times, I started liking engine much more because I hated him, but now I mean he's quite an interesting character if you understand him well. He's very rude. He's very cruel to his opponents, especially to
Yeah.
like Achilles that don't stand a chance. But Tomoe is different. Tomoe has quite a good chance here.
Yeah,
And
it's pretty close.
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
think. I think.
I think the map favors me much more than you.
Oh,
I
for
mean,
sure. Yeah.
it's quite a
Yeah.
good Tomoe map, but it's even
Yeah.
better for me because I can use
Yeah.
all the items. I can use. I mean, this. Why did I place the trap on the first turn? There was a reason for that. That if you reach this step, this square, um, this is a first adjacency spot, and if you reach it, at least the thing that I can do is that if I go here with the worker, I can attack you with the random shot and make you pop the trap from here. So it was important for me just for you to be for this spot to be slightly less good for you. And then I placed
Hmm.
a lot of traps right here. I believe I placed the traps here and here just because I don't want to make you reach this spot. And even if you reach it, I attack you with a 7, for example. And yeah, I just really don't want you to make use of this spot. And I used
Right.
most of the items, I believe. So I used 4 and you used only 1, and that's Injun himself, who can use all the items if he wants, with all the movement, with all the position, and with all the workers. So yeah, after I practice it, I started feeling much more comfortable. So yeah, I believe it's quite good for Injun. And how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, spot on. I mean, there is always a chance. I think I didn't
Yeah, yeah, right.
practice it much, but I think my only real out um, is that if your call for backups are buried and I do attack the workers, I don't know if you did it on purpose, but I got a little sidetracked with InGen because you left an opening, and I thought maybe I should pressure him. I also was once again I didn't practice it enough, so I was kind of just going through
Yeah, I
my
see, I see.
my my own thought process, and I was wondering if I was tanky enough to try to fatigue you out because you were placing all the traps.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I think even if I had gotten your beta attacks right, I still think you win this. But you had some really nice beta attacks where you forced me to defend with good defenses.
Yeah, 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 right.
Um, I mean, even if I take that feint there or take the regroup in the second to last interaction, I still think you win because I'm up to
True, because
three.
I draw 2 cards and then next turn I
Yeah,
can attack you twice. One of
right.
the next
And
turn. So yeah.
yeah, I would have just I maneuvered into my Kisos and then played it, and I have zero defenses. And if I double maneuver without the Kisos, I'm at one, and my next card was another Kiso. So yeah, I wasn't gonna have a defense no matter what.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean at that point, yeah, I think you just played it really well, and I was yeah, yeah. I didn't see the Kisos when I wanted to see them, but
Yeah, yeah, I
I
can see
I
that.
don't
Yeah, yeah.
think I don't think that would have changed much. So, but to get to your original question, I think this is favored, especially on this map. But it is super grindy and crunchy, and the two times I practiced, I enjoyed it, and I knew
Yeah.
it was going to be kind of an uphill battle. Um, if you had practiced, which you practiced a lot, which is good on you. And so, yeah, man, it was a it
Yes.
was a good game though.
Yeah, thank you for your thoughts, and I don't think that I played it really well. I made a bunch of mistakes when I defended with the feint with the +1. Why did I use the +1? I was scared of your 3, but it didn't have to be the case. You wouldn't attack with the
Well, a
3.
four,
Definitely
I
use
guess it
them.
would have. Yeah, a four would have
If
been.
if
I
a
mean,
4,
yeah,
it's anyway an overkill
yeah,
over the feint. So yeah, I wasn't scared of the 4. I wasn't scared of the 4. I was scared of the 3, and
three,
that
yeah.
was my mistake. But yeah, I mean, I I think with a good engine player on this map is it's quite engine favored. It's very good for engine, but not not when the engine player is me because I played it. I usually play him very awfully because I'm not a very strategical player. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
I mean, for me it was two things. I think there's two ways of going at it. And once again, I didn't practice enough, so I'm sure there's
yeah, yeah.
people out there who might have a different thought process. But either you attack an InGen worker each turn as Tomoe,
Hmm, hmm.
um, but then once again, you're going to probably have to chew through 9 InGen workers eventually. That might make it closer, but
Hmm.
I once again I think it maybe was a mistake to kind of put myself in the blue when I did.
Maybe.
Maybe I should have come up here. I was, so you might have made some mistakes, but I made many more in terms of, so,
Maybe
yeah,
I think
relatively speaking,
maybe
I
it's
think
just the
you played.
matchup, but yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
I
So,
mean, yeah. With Tomoe, yeah, I agree that there's two ways: either a very aggressive one or a very passive one, and there's almost no in between. But
yeah,
the thing is that the thing is that when I practiced it, my opponents could do it very well if they aggressed me a lot. I always want to feint their piercing shots just because I
right.
don't want to be too aggressive. When I placed all the traps, I understood just that Engine never exhausts later than Tomoe. He's
Hmm.
always one step ahead in exhaustion, even with all the traps. I understood that after practice. It's not obvious, of course.
Oh,
I
okay.
understood that after practice that I can attack you just almost every turn, and you have to maneuver and boost a lot, and just maneuver to draw your cards, and you also have a lot of card draw with piercings and confronts, and even without those, I believe I exhaust. You exist faster than me, so yeah, I
Hmm.
believe when Tomoe is pretty aggressive and she attacks the engine workers a lot, and when I place myself here also, I believe it's quite a good spot with the plus 2 because I use this plus 2 on your 7. When you reach me here, I use the plus 2 on the 7. But
Right.
when it's like if you stand here, you just attack me every turn with whatever you have. If you have just at least 2 defenses, but you need to keep up the good hand count. And if you attack me when you can and attack my workers during the other times, I might not find the calls for backup. It's the first thing that just loses me a game, straightly loses me a game. Because if I don't find the second one, it's very bad. If I don't find both of them, it's just I don't stand a chance. But there's another thing that I might run out of defenses, and at some point, not at the first step, but maybe not the first few turns, but at one point you will be able to reach me because of your scheme. With your scheme, you can go through the workers and you reach me,
Yeah,
and you attack me with the 7. And if I don't have my 4s, which I don't have that many, if I defend with a feint, it's already a whole switch up of the game.
yeah,
The whole thing
yeah,
is switched,
yeah, sure.
and I believe. Um, yeah, I believe. Yeah, I practice it sometimes, so that's why I wanted to stand on the plus 2, just because I defend her 7 with the plus 2. Even if I have the regroup, at least I don't take that much damage. So that's the
Right.
thing. That yeah,
No,
the
yeah, that
best
was
for you.
good positioning. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. But I mean, yeah, I just practiced it, and the matchup is not too good for Tomoe. I believe the stats are 60% for Tomoe, but the stats lie. I mean, maybe they don't
Yeah,
lie.
I
Maybe
think a lot
it's
of you're
the
right.
map. It's the map.
I think this is a fairly a newer matchup.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
And a ladder games skew. I mean, ladder games are ladder games,
yeah,
but
right.
a lot of those results are from ladder games. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
hard.
you're
You
right,
kind of
right.
have to throw those out.
Yeah,
But yeah,
and also the map favors engine a lot here. Even though I mean, actually, when we thought about your placements, we thought that you would put Tomoe on the helicarrier because there's a move to center, and so that we put Titania there just because of that. But this map is one of the best Tomoe maps, but we just understood. I even when we didn't know the matchup, I just logically thought no, I mean my team logically thought that if we put Injun here, we're not scared of Tomoe on this map at all, even if it's favored for Tomoe, even if it's favored, we're not scared on this map at all, just because they make use of items much better, and like the zones are not that great for you. I mean, they are quite good, but not that great. So
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, we were not scared about this one. I believe it will be the only game that my team wins this round.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and close down the stream here. Want to thank all of y'all for hopping on here and watching this game. Like I said, we'll definitely have some more Team League coming along through rest of this season, so we will see y'all around later.